Story time on how I went straight from my ex to his best friend. That Josh kid made a TikTok about how I'm messy and I get y'all's attention. So we're gonna see if y'all stay the whole time. Okay, so this was like at the end of our relationship and I was trying to break up with him. Or I had tried to a couple times before. But like something would happen and I always stay. And I'm not gonna go into detail on like why I couldn't get out, because that's like disrespectful to him, but just know I had a valid reason. And so then finally I was like, no, like I'm trying to get out of this. And so his homeboy or his best friend, like we got on call and we stayed on call like really late or whatever. And so then we like started texting, and this was the day I like again tried to cut it off with my ex, or like break up with him. But then that day me and my ex were on call like talking about the whole breakup, because I wasn't about to just break up with him and like just end it like that. Like I used 8 months of his time, like he deserves a conversation. But then he asked me to screen record, and I knew this would happen, so I had like deleted me and his best friend's messages, but like not really deleted it. Like they were still in the recently deleted. And also, okay, I want to preface that this is so mean because he follows my TikTok, or we're mutuals obviously, and I literally love this kid. Like I love his best friend so much. He's been my homeboy for so long, and he's helped me out with me and my ex's relationship and stuff, and genuinely no shade against him. Like I'm not saying this to be mean to him. I think he's like, he looks good, he has a good personality, all this stuff. It's just because he was my homeboy for so long, I couldn't actually like him. Like I'm not trying to talk bad about him, but I'm just saying I didn't for real like him. I was just trying to get my ex off my back. When you see this, I'm not talking bad about you. Anywho, so I screen record, and then he's like, go to your recently deleted messages, and then he sees everything, and like obviously he was like very upset. But the thing is, the next day he still like wanted to keep dating, and so I kept talking to his best friend. But then like a week later I kind of regretted breaking up with him, because you know this is the person that I've been with for the last 8 months. Like I'm not just gonna be able to get over him like easily, because the first week I was, but then I like thought back and I was like, wait, do I really want to break up with him? So I was like upset or whatever. I tried to like kind of go back to him, and I'm telling you, I was like it was bad. It was like for a 2-day span or something, and I for real wanted him back bad. But like I think it was, looking back, I'm not even trying to lie, looking back I think it was just because I had just broken up with a guy that I had been with for 8 months, and so obviously it's not gonna be easy even if I was one who wanted it broken up with. But now looking back, trust me, I'm glad, especially right before summer. I'm so glad I'm not trying to talk bad about him. Like, I think he's a great guy. Like, we're good now. I literally texted him about his PSAT score, or his AP score, like, the other day. I'm just saying, I like my summer. I like my free summer. And I'm not saying I'm a hoe. It's just, like, I like being able to go to parties and go out with my friends without having to text him and send him videos of where I am and stay in the car if there's guys there. Like, I just like my freedom. And so I'm very happy where I am now. But a week after I did beg for it back. But yeah, that's the story time on how I went straight from my ex to his best friend. But then, like, we, like, stopped talking after a week. But me and his best friend are still cool. Like, I love his best friend, low-key. He's such a, I don't know. He's such a funny, like, he's always gonna be cool people. You know what I mean? Okay, Josh, did you say the Josh that made the video? Not the other Josh. The Josh that made the video. If you're still here, comment something. But yeah, that's the story time. Bye.
Crazy things that my ex did to try to get us back together. This is my first ever serious relationship. I was 15 at the time. Don't know how serious you can call that, but this takes place the summer before my second freshman year. Also, if you watch my other story time, same summer that we can't me up. This was before that. But we broke up for a number of reasons. Here's some things he did to try to get us back together. He would go on his friend's phone or like make new numbers if I blocked all of his friends, which I did, by the way, and sing me breakup songs on voicemail. Every single one he would end like kind of the same message, like, oh, I love you, let's try again. Boy, I was 15, I could not love anybody. I had no idea what love was. What are you talking about? You had no idea what love was. You know when girls like get their friends to pretend to be a guy for a snap? He posted on his public Instagram stories pictures with his story pretending to be a girl. And he told my friends who, like, we were in a big friend group. He would tell like the girls in our friend group who were like more my friends than they were his, that he was doing it to make me jealous so I'd want him. And this friend group was fake as, because tell me why he kissed 3 of the girls in our friend group after we broke up, told his friends in the group who were like the guys who knew he was like a red flag, who told me that he had told them that he would only kiss them to make me jealous and want him more. I'm sorry, I don't want you if you're passing around all my friends. He would start rumors to people around my school. This was like during the summer though, so it wasn't like at school, but he would start rumors with people who went to our school. He would try to get literally actually everybody to like dislike me. And then text me off a new number, mind you, because I blocked him all the time, saying, oh, hey, it's blank. Just letting you know I'm always here for you. Like, I understand all your friends are turning against. Boy, you did that. You're not here for me. Also, guys, we didn't even kiss, so why was he so upset? Okay, something that must have taken him a long time was on Spotify, he made playlists. Like, he made 6 playlists. Each one was a different letter of my first name. Like, there was one C, one A, one R, one T. You get the point. And all of them, like, the names of the songs were like a message. Please get off of sad boy TikTok. Please get off of sad boy TikTok. And he posted these on his Instagram story, like, in the row of my name. Like, he posted C, then he posted A, then R, like, all the way through my name on his public Instagram story. Sorry, that was just, like, so ick. I had to go vomit real quick. Probably the worst thing he ever did was like, 2 days after we broke up, probably, this man proposed to me. I was 15 years old. He was like, I know, we'll be partners for life. Girl, I haven't hit puberty yet. I don't know what you're talking. I wanted to save that one for last, but I don't know. I just had to say it because I know some of y'all are fake and stop watching the videos, so I just had to say it. The last thing he did before, like, I think he finally just, like, understood that we were never gonna get back together. We were serious. I was 15 also, so it wasn't really that serious. Never kissed this man, barely held hands. But this man called my boyfriend. Okay, so I left the school. This man called my boyfriend of like 3 months later, telling my boyfriend that we had hooked up the night before. I was 15, bro. I'm not hooking up with anybody. Obviously, my boyfriend at the time was like, Carter, did you hook up with this man? Freak no. Freak no. I had kissed one boy at that point. I think it was 2, actually. I think I kissed 2 boys at that point. I was literally freshly 15. Oh, wait. I wasn't even 15 when me and this other boy started talking. I was 14, and this man was already talking about marriage. Anyways, I think he gave up after that obviously didn't work. 1, because I didn't live in that freaking city anymore. 2, I think he was like kind of, I don't know what was up to the point where you were doing these things to a freshly 15-year-old. Like, this was this man's this little boy's first relationship. But that does not mean go terrorize your ex-girlfriend, barely girlfriend, because oh my god. I literally can't even explain the dynamic. Let this be a lesson to all my lovely viewers out there. Just because he likes you doesn't mean you should date him. Just because he likes you doesn't mean y'all are gonna go get married and ride off into the sunset on a horse. Trust me when I say you do not want to date the first boy that likes you. If you do, you are actively setting yourself up for failure. And if there are any boys watching this video, which TBH, let's be so real, they're probably not. Please don't harass women like this. It's gross and icky. Okay, this video wouldn't be made if I didn't think it was gross and icky. So obviously there's something weird about it. You might think it's like cute and romantic, but it's not. And when you look back, when you're older, you're gonna realize how dumb you look. Luckily for me, I never have to see this guy ever again. I would actually quake in my boots if I did. Now I am dating probably literally the nicest guy ever. And it's really good. So I'm not saying like don't date. I'm just saying be careful who you choose. And if you do have bad experiences, please learn from it. Don't go back to dating the same guy, different font. Because it's going to end the same way. It's not going to be fun. This is why, okay, I never say that I have a type. Because I don't have a type when it comes like looks wise. Like I literally don't have a type. You just have to be like attractive to me. That's not always true actually. If you know, you know. But if you date a guy and he does you wrong, learn from it. Learn from it, please. Anyways, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you a story about how I slept through a whole SWAT team coming through my house and someone breaking in. Okay, so literally my skin's breaking out so bad, but don't mind it. Okay, this happened a really long time ago, and it also happened when I lived in Texas, but whatever, that doesn't matter. But anyway, so we had just recently moved into our new house, and so I didn't have like my bedroom set up. I don't think my bed came in yet either, like my mattress, because like some of this stuff was like getting like shipped or whatever in like a moving van or something. I don't really remember, but all I know is I was sleeping on the couch for some reason, and there was like barely any furniture in the house. And so it was just a normal night, and I went to sleep, fell asleep on the couch, and then apparently when I was sleeping on the couch, some people broke into our house and tried to rob us, but obviously there was literally nothing really to take. But we had an alarm system, so the alarm system, they had set it off, and they had came in our house, whatever, tried to steal, and my dad, though, got woken up by the alarm system, so they were, like, ruffling around the house, and, like, I think broke some things. I'm not really sure what. I don't remember. I was a kid. But, I don't know if I just said, I don't know if I don't remember where I was. My dad had woke up, and he had a, so he grabbed that and, like, cocked it, I think it's called, and to, like, scare them, and, like, opened the door, and was, like, looking through the house, and went through all the rooms, and, like, we're making sure we're all okay, and, like, you know, whatever, seeing if they were there. And then he was just, like, searching the house and, like, going in all of our rooms and grabbing all my siblings, I'm pretty sure, and then bringing them in my parents' room. And he was looking for the people, but there was no one there. So the police ended up coming because the alarm system had called the police, and a whole SWAT team came. Hold on, I'm gonna get a headband. Totally forgot to put bronzing drops on. I also got these new bronzing drops, but I'm gonna look at them. But, so the SWAT team came in with literally, like, ARs and, like, everything, and we're, like, searching the house and, like, going through everything and, you know, just going crazy. Meanwhile, I'm still asleep on the couch. Just by myself, dead asleep on the couch. So they never ended up finding anyone in my house, yet. So, whatever, it's, like, really late in the night, and they're talking to my parents, and they're like, okay, the alarm system, like, could have been set off or, like, triggered because it is, like, a new house, or the wind, you might have not shut the garage door all the way, and the wind must have, maybe could have blown it open, like, I don't know. They were just saying, like, it could, false alarm, maybe. And we were like, I don't really think so, blah, 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 whatever, but the police, there's nothing they could do, and we weren't going to start, like, an investigation, like, there was not really anything we could do. So, I then woke up the next day, and they told me, blah, 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 but this is where it gets weirder, and it turns out we had a stalker. Come back for part 2. Part 2 on how someone broke into my house and a whole SWAT team came and I slept through all of it, and then turns out we had a stalker. I'm really nervous. So I kind of forgot where I was. Oh, on how I have a stalker. Hold on, guys. I literally forgot what I was saying and where I was, but basically, oh, okay, I don't know where I was, but I'm just gonna go with, like, where I think I was. Well, that's a lot. Basically, so a few weeks go by, and we started getting, like, mail, like, our mail started coming to our house, and we kept getting very weird packages, really weird packages and really weird notes. And I can't say what they said because they were very, like, inappropriate, and the things we were getting sent were very inappropriate. But we just, the first time we thought it was, like, a housewarming gift or, like, a joke. Like, we thought it was, like, a joke from, like, one of my parents' friends or, like, something. But it started to, like, keep happening, and they kept coming, and then we started to get a little concerned. And then we went to the police again, and they literally did nothing. There was, like, there's nothing we can do, like, whatever. The police were being so unhelpful, and it was honestly horrible. So then a few more weeks went by, and it kind of stopped for a little while. And then when me and my siblings would play outside, we started seeing this car that would, like, pass by our house and behind our house, like, multiple times a day when we were outside. And we really thought nothing of it. We just thought it was, like, one of our neighbors or something. But it started to get more suspicious and drive a lot slower and take the same route, and, like, it started to get really weird. One of the days we were walking to one of our friend's house, and the car happened to pass by us. And I'm running out of time, so come back for part 3. Part 3 on how my house got broken into and swatted by the police, and oh, I can't think right now, and how we ended up having a stalker. So anyway, as I was saying in the last video, we were all walking to our friend's house one day, me and my 2 sisters, I don't know, I said 2, and the car happened to pass by, and it was speeding up to, like, catch us because we were gonna turn down this road where, like, cars couldn't go down because it was, like, a dirt road because it was a new neighborhood. So it was speeding at us and then slowed down, and we were like, that's the car, guys, like, that's a weird car, like, you know, that's when that was passes by, like, we were automatically, like, just the gut feeling. So we ran down the dirt road, and then 2 men got out of the car and started running and chasing us. So we ended up, like, running to the friend's house we were going to because we were almost there, and we just walked inside their house, like, well, ran inside and told them what was happening, and then, like, they locked the doors, and the men were wandering outside looking for us. And so we ended up calling the police, and the 2 men, I got a call, I put way too much highlighter on too, but we ended up running into their house, our friend's house, and telling them what happened. The police then came and later on found out those were the people that broke into our house and has been sending us things, and they were trying to, like, sex traffic us and kidnap us. So yeah, and they ended up going to jail. I don't really know. But yeah, it was pretty scary, and we ended up living in that, like, neighborhood and house for, like, 6 years though, and it was a very safe neighborhood, and nothing like that really happened. Well, there were still weird stories, but yeah. I'm not talking about my makeup, but that's, like,
Get ready with me for school while I talk about this girl that's obsessed with my boyfriend. To preface this story, me and my boyfriend have been dating for a year, and she's kind of, like, backed off now, so that's why I'm telling the story now. But basically, this girl was talking to my boyfriend right before me and him started talking, but they never dated. Okay, I don't know how I had her on Snap, but, like, in the beginning of when me and my boyfriend started talking, she would, like, I remember she screenshotted my, like, profile on Snapchat, And I don't think I even like said anything when she did that. But like a little while later, I think people had been talking, you know, about like me and my boyfriend talking. And she messaged me and she was asking me who's number one on my best friends list. And it wasn't even this guy, it was my best friend at the time. But anyway, ignoring all that, me and my boyfriend started dating. Like all was good, all was chill, you know. But she would randomly like snap me and I don't remember if I responded or not. And there was this one time, like, me and my boyfriend were like a month into dating. And this girl literally messages him on TikTok because he had removed her off Snap. So she goes to TikTok to message him. But basically in those messages, she was just like begging him to add her back. Thank God this girl goes to a different school because if I had to see her at school. And then she would also like message him off of her friends' phones, like I think saying to add her back. I can't really remember. And literally, she would like my boyfriend's comments on my TikToks. She would go through his reposts, like spam like through his reposts and go through my repost. Like literally, she would do this shit literally 6 months into us dating. Like, take a chill pill now. Like, we're not breaking up anytime soon. We're still dating. And it was like some days she wouldn't do anything and then like sometimes she would get like obsessed again. I don't know. Like she would go through reposts and stuff. And at this point I was getting fed up and you would probably like just block her, right? Well, I didn't want my boyfriend to do that because then like she couldn't see his TikToks about me. So at this point I was getting pretty fed up. So I did something a little bit messy. I'm not usually messy, but I decided to make a TikTok targeted towards her. The TikTok was with that sound as like, imagine posting on your page for me to see and I never do. And it was a picture of me and my boyfriend and it basically just said, imagine waiting for us to break up and we never do. And the TikTok did pretty well. It got like almost 10,000 likes, so like not crazy, but it was enough to shut her up. And I feel like ever since that TikTok, she hasn't like done anything else. But I think it's because like people in the comments were like kind of going at her. Which like for me, I feel a little bit bad to like target at people. But she literally put herself in this position. So like, and it worked, she stopped. But to this day, she still likes my TikToks and likes my Instagram posts and likes my boyfriend stuff. Which I'm fine with her liking my boyfriend stuff because like my boyfriend's not doing anything. But yeah, thanks for watching my story time. Bye guys.
Weird DMs that I've received as a Get Ready With Me creator, except they progressively get worse. Starting off very strongly, we have, can we see your feet tonight? So no, we cannot. And honestly, my biggest issue with this message is the fact that you're saying we. Who is we? I'm really just not liking how that's plural. And also, how did you get here? Like, there's not a single reason I should have ended up on your For You page if that's your first thought. I'm scared, but unfortunately, it only gets worse from here. This next DM I can't put on the screen because it's just somebody spamming the dorm that I live in 4 different times. Like, okay, so that's not scary at all. They were blocked immediately too. I never cared. I hate when people try to make it seem like you shouldn't be blocking people or deleting comments because you have a big following. I will always hit that block button. Next, this one says fat bitch. I don't cuss on here. And then another message that says fat butch, you ugly. Now my immediate instinct is to get disrespectful back. However, I went to her profile and she was 5 top. So I was like, all right, maybe let's not do that. So I just responded with, where is your mammy? Which is a fair question because where is she at? Like, you should not be on this app unsupervised. And also, why are you cussing at me? This next one is truly one of my favorites. It says, hey, little bitch, we're gonna fight in school. And then it says, Friday, watch your back, stupid WHORE. Oh, and with a B on the end. She added a B. And y'all aren't gonna believe what happened on Friday. I'll give you a hint. Absolutely nothing. You wanna call me stupid? Fine. You wanna call me a bitch? Fine. But WHORE? It never gave that, thank you. Either way, I don't fight, I call cops. Keep it classy, keep it cute. This next one, y'all are gonna have to bear with me because this one still confuses me. It says, pretty teenager like you wouldn't be bored with a big bore. The things those bores would do to you, you'd be running back for more, worshiping, and you know it's the best. I genuinely do not know what to say to this. I feel like for every one I've had some sort of comment, I do not know what to say here. I'm scared about what it means and horrified about what it implies, so we're gonna stop here. So we are finished. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
Get ready for me talking about how I was arguing with a 50-year-old man yesterday over the phone. A little backstory: in the beginning of 2024, my mom started dating this guy, and he was telling my mom like he wasn't really ready for relationships, so he wanted to take it slow and everything, but he like took her out on all of these dates, like was always texting her for the first like few months, and then it just all started like going downhill. He like stopped texting her as much. He texted her like once every 3 days. They never like saw each other anymore, and it was just bad. He barely texted her. He showed literally no interest in her, and my mom was very hurt by this. She would constantly be like waiting for his text, and I literally felt so bad. I never liked this guy, and I told my mom this. I told her I didn't like him. I told her she deserved way better and everything, but she barely listened. I never met him. He never wanted to meet me or my sister, and he didn't want my mom to meet his kids because I don't know. To this day, his kids still think my mom was always just a friend. Anyways, fast forward a few months, like all of this was just still going on. He was barely texting my mom, and then like last month when we were in LA, my mom had like blocked him on everything. She had like told him that she was tired of being hurt by him. She found a new boyfriend, like she's talking to this new guy. She blocked him, deleted his number, deleted his contact, everything. And he called her on Google Meet like 2 days later. And I already know like the only reason he was trying to call her again and like get back with her was because he know that he lost her because like she found a new guy. This new guy, my mom started talking to him, I think it was like the beginning of March this year, so like a few months ago. And then like 2 weeks after they started talking, I met him and everything, and like he met my sister, and he was always like at the house helping out. And let's just say at first, like I don't know, I've never met any of my mom's boyfriends because my dad passed away in 2023, like in October, and so it's still like kind of new to me about this whole new dating thing with my mom. The guy I was talking about before that treated my mom badly, we're gonna call him Ryan. And then the new boyfriend that my mom is dating, we're gonna call him John. So Ryan's excuse to why he never wanted to meet me or why he never spent time with my mom was because he was always working and had to go home and take care of his kids. John does not have kids, so he is always over, but he does work. He comes over after he works. Like he literally makes the time to. And John lives further away than Ryan. You know what I mean? And him taking care of his kids, that excuse is fine until you realize his kids are 18 and 24. No shame to them still living with him, but the fact that he still has to go home and take care of them and they're adults is just a little weird to me. Anyways, after he called my mom on Google Meet, she answered him. I don't know why. And then Ryan texted me and my sister the same paragraph because we were together, so we realized that he sent us the exact same paragraph saying he wanted to get to know us. He knows that he and my mom are in love with each other. I texted him, "You have had a year to prove to my mom that you want her, and you have not shown that one bit." And I told him, like, I don't want anything to do with you. And he was like, "I just think you need to get to know me, and then you might like me." And I said, "I don't want to get to know you." He sent my sister the exact same message, and then she said, "Why could you copy and paste it? You couldn't even write a message out to either of us." For me, that just shows how much he really cared. And we all knew he was just using me and my sister to get back to my mom. The only time he ever wanted to talk to us was then, after he realized my mom had a new boyfriend. Back to John, like I said earlier, I was like new to the whole like my mom dating thing, so I gave him a hard time. The first like month, I didn't really talk to him at all. Like every time he was over, I would just be in my room. I didn't really talk to him, which is fine. Like he respected that. And like every time he comes over, he asks me and my sister if we want any food or anything. And so I just thought he was trying to buy his way in until he started like genuinely wanting to spend time with us. He literally helped me rearrange my whole room, which took like hours. He spent literally like 2 hours teaching my sister all 50 states where they are, all the capitals. He like fixed everything that we needed to fix in our house. He's like always giving my mom flowers, like giving her stuff. He got me and my sister Easter presents. Like, he shows he cares, and honestly, like at first I was really skeptical, but like he's really growing on me. He's really sweet. He literally went to church with us on Easter, and he's been in church with my mom other than that too. He met my best friend's whole entire family, and that itself was a crazy story. We're not gonna get into that. Him and my mom get along literally so well. Like it's crazy. I never thought like I would see this. Anyway, so back to Ryan. Even after she told Ryan that she was with John and that like she was pursuing that, Ryan was like, "Okay, well I still want to be friends. Like we're still really good friends. I don't want to lose you as a friend." And so I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. We can still be friends and talk all the time." So they did. They literally talked all the time. And Ryan would flirt with my mom. It was so annoying. Like, I would see their texts and he would be like, oh, I will cook for you. And my mom was like, no, John cooks for me. It was so obvious that Ryan just wanted my mom to be friends with him so that he could try to win her over from John. And obviously my mom didn't see that, but I did. Then last night, I caught my mom on the phone with Ryan. I had been on the phone with him for around 30 minutes. I've never spoken to this man. I've never met this man. He didn't care to speak to me or meet me. Honestly, I didn't either. Let's just say the call lasted almost 3 hours, and after I had been in there, I argued with him those whole 2.5 hours. I was going off. I was on FaceTime with one of my friends for most of the call just so she could like listen, and it was literally so funny because I was arguing with a 50-year-old man. Like, my mom had it on speaker and we were just talking. It was like all three of us talking, I don't know. But then I hung up like later because I low-key wanted to film it, and I filmed like 30 minutes of the call, or like 45 minutes of it. But this video is already 5 minutes long and I'm probably boring you, so if you guys really want to hear like what was on the call, and if you want me to like tell y'all everything that was said on the call, I will. And I'll include the video stuff so you can like hear his voice and like me talking to him. It was literally so funny. Anyways, bye guys, I love you and Jesus loves you.